Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, it is certainly awesome to be with you. I know I'm getting this video out a little late, but Psychic Bob has been busy all day long. As many of you know, if you didn't see, you definitely got to see yesterday's video. But yesterday's video, I talked about some life changes that I'm making. And one of them is that I am moving to a minimalist lifestyle. And as I said in yesterday's video, it's taking a lot of work because over the years I've accumulated so much clutter. But I'm working on it little by little, and it's a process, and it's a slow process, but it really feels good. Anyway, so I'm getting this out a little late because I've been working today on the house, but I want to come and talk to you also about another thing that we're going to start doing. A lot of you have been writing and asking me, saying, Bob, can you talk about various paranormal subjects? We want to hear more about hauntings. We want to hear about Bigfoot. We want to hear about all these things. And I like that, and I like that idea, and I'm listening to y'all, and I'm getting your letters, and I'm trying to be sensitive and aware about what you're asking for. And, I think what we're going to do is, like, today is UFO Friday, but I think we're going to switch Friday and make it Paranormal Friday. So we're not going to just talk about UFOs, though UFOs will be part of it. We're going to talk about other paranormal phenomena. And this way I think we can cover more, because as you know, here at Spirit Show, I got a pretty full schedule. Monday we do horoscopes. Tuesday we do messages from the spirit world. Wednesday is Wiccan Wednesday. Thursday is Vlog Thursday. Friday is going to be Paranormal Friday. Saturday is our spiritualist class and seance. And Sunday is the Witching Hour, live broadcast show. So I've got a full 7 days here. And I think that the one area I can expand in a little bit is on Friday, where we can make it Paranormal Friday. So guess what? We're going to start Paranormal Friday today. Today what we're going to talk about is an amazing and fascinating subject in the paranormal research field. It's called EVP, and that stands for Electronic Voice Phenomena. Short E, V as in Victor, P as in Paul. EVP. And EVP is an amazing phenomena that's come up over, about the last 50 years. There was some paranormal researchers back in the 1950s and 60s. I think the one guy's name was Rodive. I can't remember. I got to look that up. R-A-U-D-I-V, a Frenchman. And he found that he could do recordings, and he would start getting voices on tape of people who claimed to be deceased. Now, this was back in the late 50s, early 60s, when they had reel-to-reel tape recorders. And so Rodive and his other, scientists, he was actually a scientific person, I believe psychologist, and he started basically, researching this and doing experiments. And they found that, not in every case, but a lot of times voices would be able to be imprinted on magnetic tape that were not audible in the room at the time. And so this EVP, electronic voice phenomena, has been something that has been an amazing source of fascination for people who are exploring the paranormal. Many of you are familiar with the TV show Ghost Hunters, and that's where a large part of America got exposed to this phenomena, because on that show they would go in, they'd take recorders, and they would talk to spirits, and voices would appear. Now, I can tell you as a professional psychic, first of all, spirit voices are real. I've heard them. I am, as I've told you, a bit of a physical medium at times, where I can actually make voices physically appear in the room. Some of you may have been been in seances with me where this has occurred. But most of the time, we don't actually hear spirit voices. And the reason is that the spirit voices are a higher frequency, and it's outside the human hearing range. However, many times those frequencies are able to be captured by our modern day electronic devices. And how the spirit people do it is still a bit of a mystery. But it is believed basically that it goes back to the concept of wavelengths, that wavelengths exist, and that everything in the universe emits a wavelength. So spirits emit a wavelength. Their voices, they have voices too, emit a wavelength. And devices such as electronic voice recorders are sensitive. And interestingly, I guess what we're discovering is they can pick up wavelengths that are outside the human hearing range, but yet the impact of those waves is enough to make an impression on the devices. So I thought today what we would do is experiment with some EVPs. So I've got a new little voice recorder. Isn't this great? I just love this. A little lightweight thing, and it does recording. And I'm going to show you guys how we do an EVP session. So the first thing that you want to do if you're doing an EVP session, now you don't have to do it. I would recommend doing it in a darker environment. The reason why is that as a psychic, the darker environments allow the spirits to release what's called ectoplasmic power. And when they can release ectoplasm is photosensitive, meaning it's sensitive to light, they have greater strength. And so this is why you always hear about people seeing ghosts in dark rooms. It's because it's easier for them to manifest. So I thought what we'd do is we'd take down the lights, and then I'm going to show you kind of how we walk through an EVP session. So come on along for the adventure. So as I said, the first thing you want to do is dim your lighting. Now, I tried turning off the light here, but it's just pitch black, so you won't be able to see me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this light down below the table, and that shields a lot of the light in the room. And as you can see, it's much darker now. This is a soft, subdued lighting. And what you can use your voice recorder on your phone, or I bought a specific little recorder so I don't have my phone going, because when you do EVPs, you don't want electronic interference. And if you use your phone, a lot of times calls will come in or messages, and it can be distracting. So I bought a recorder that has just does recording. So I'm going to press record, as you can see here. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Oops, my power shut off. Hold on just a second, guys. I got to repower it. All right. I think we're power on now. There we go. So I'm going to press my little button, and I'm just going to talk. Now, when you do EVPs, you want to ask questions, but the secret is you've got to give time for the spirits to raise power and to make an impression. Now, let me tell you, sometimes you'll do this, you'll get nothing. Sometimes you'll get something. Sometimes it'll be hard to figure out what you're getting. And we'll talk more about how to handle the recording afterwards. So just follow along and get a sense of what we do. So we're going to go ahead and start record. Is there anybody here tonight who would like to speak to us? Is there anybody else with them? What is your name? What is your name? Do you have a message for us? Is there anything that you would like to say to us tonight? Thank you for being with us. We'll receive any messages that you want to imprint on our recorder here. Just speak them to us, and we will be able to capture them. Now, I just stopped my recorder, and we're going to try to do a playback here. And hold on, I can't see the buttons on this. Psychic Bob's have blood. And we're going to see if we got anything. Now, one of the things I would advise when you do playback, first of all, just listen. Sometimes you will get voices on tape, and I got to tell you a story. I did a TV show a few years ago. You guys may have seen me on it, the RIP Files. It was a series in production for the Sci-Fi Network. And what the producers would encourage us to do is bring our own recorders when we were doing investigations. So I was the psychic on the team. And I remember walking into a room. It was a haunted mill, like a grinding mill where they used to make wheat and flour and all that, grind up wheat. And I actually I think I showed this in one of my videos several years ago. I don't have the link anymore, but if I can find it, I'll show it to you. But I walked into the room and I had a cameraman, a professional TV cameraman with me. It was just us two in the room. And I walked in, I said, "Oh, it feels like death in here." I said, "There's something ominous here. This is very bad." I said, "Somebody's died. There's a lot of tragedy." I was a psychic picking it up, and I could hear them, psychically, like moans of pain and distress and anger. And when we played back the film and the recordings, all of our 3 recorders, my video camera, my voice recorder, and the television camera, all had the same voice on it. And as I'm talking, a voice comes in on top of mine while I'm speaking and says, "You better fear me." It literally yelled into the microphone. And it was very scary. And we all had it. And it was put in the episode of the show we worked on. So, but there are other times when I don't get anything. So what I'm trying to tell you is when you do this, sometimes you won't get anything. Don't give up. It takes a while and it takes the right conditions. So we'll see if we get anything. So let's see if we have anything tonight. Hold on a second. Where's my play button here? Okay. Oops, somehow. Okay, well, I don't think it recorded for some reason. Let's see. Let's try something else here. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to have to redo this because I don't think we got anything. So let's try it again. Is there anybody here tonight who would like to speak to us? What is your name? Is there anybody with you that would like to speak also? Do you have a message for us? Please speak to us. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Okay, now I think that works. So we're going to try to play it back. Let's see what we got. Actually, now let's see here. See if you guys can hear this. Okay, let's push play. Hold on a second. For some reason, we're not getting the play going here. Let's stop this. All right, let's try it again. There's always technical problems with new equipment. Is there anybody here tonight? Here it is. Listen. Who would like to speak to us? What is your name? Is there anybody with you that would like to speak also? Do you have a message for us? Please speak to us. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Okay, now I think that works. So we're going to try to play it. Well, guys, I couldn't hear any voices this time around, but I'm still getting used to the equipment. One of the things that you want to think about when you do EVPs is also get some earphones. I don't have my earphones here. Actually, I have to get a new pair. I lost mine. But I'm going to re-listen to this later with my headphones in, my earphones when I'm picking up some tomorrow, and see if I can hear anything. So you want to listen to it. Initially what happens is sometimes you'll listen and you won't hear anything. But once you magnify the sound, or you can upload this. This digital recorder allows you to upload it to your computer. It's got a USB port and cable. When you play it back, you could also do audio analysis. They have software programs, which I'm going to get also, and see if you can pick up anomalies in the sound waves. So we're going to do more experiments with this. Tonight I just want to introduce the concept to you and see if we got anything. So maybe we'll try one more go at it. Does that sound all right? All right, we'll keep it short and simple. Is there anybody here tonight who would like to speak to us? Please speak to us now. Give us a sign of your presence. Okay, well, let's see if we got anything. Is there anybody here tonight who would like to speak to us? Please speak to us now. Give us a sign of your presence. Oh, no, that's interesting. Did you hear that rapping sound? I don't know if that was... That may have been the rain outside. Is there anybody here tonight who would like to speak to us? What is your name? Oh, this is the earlier recording. Is there anybody with you that would like to speak also? Do you have a message for us? Okay, now what's... Please speak to us. I gotta stop this. We'd love to hear what you... Just as I was listening to the second recording just a moment ago, it sounded as if there was some mumbling in the background. I think it's too faint for it to show up here, but I'm going to try to analyze to see if I can magnify it in the next video. We'll have to do it and follow because I don't have all the equipment ready. But I could swear I heard a voice like mumbling. So we're going to explore that. Is there anybody here tonight who would like to speak to us? I swear I heard something. What is your name? Is there anybody with you that would like to speak also? Do you have a message for us? Please speak to us. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Isn't that interesting? I thought I heard, listening through it again, that I could hear some movement as if somebody was walking. It was kind of strange. Well, as I said, we're going to explore this more. But tonight I just want to come here, share the concept with you, kind of show you how it's done. You know, when I'm listening to this, I'm thinking I may have spoken too quickly on some of these. I probably should give just a little long. You might want to wait like 30 or 40 seconds in between your questions, because as I'm listening to this, I'm like, you know what, I feel like I rushed it a little bit. So that's okay. You know, you practice, you learn. That's how you do it, okay? Anyways, guys, well, I'm going to keep it short today. Oh, let's bring some lights up here. As I said, I'm going to keep it short tonight, but I want to spend a few moments with you guys and just to announce that we're going to start doing also on Friday, Paranormal Friday, where we're going to explore paranormal phenomena. That might be going to a haunted location, going to a cemetery and trying to get EVPs, going to haunted houses. We're going to explore all of these mysteries. And we'll also, you know, occasionally do UFO watch, and, you know, we'll talk about that too. So we're not, UFO Friday's not leaving us. We're just expanding, okay? Well, guys, listen, thanks for being here. I love you guys. Thank you again for all your support for yesterday's video. If you haven't seen that, please check that out. And keep it here at Spirit Channel. We got more coming. What's tomorrow? Saturday? Is it Saturday already? Oh my God, is it going to be Saturday? Yeah, it's going to be Saturday. Well, that means tomorrow we're going to have our spiritualist class and seance, so you don't want to miss it. Make sure to be here. We're going to study the religion, philosophy, and science of spiritualism, as well as see what the spirit world wants to bring over through channeling. You guys are the best. I love you. Thanks for being here. Listen, help me out. Like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends. Make sure to hit subscribe. Hit that button. Also, hit the bell, because people are saying, well, I don't know when you're putting out a video and I'm a subscriber. Well, I don't know why YouTube's done this. They've taken away subscribers getting noticed. What's the point of subscribing? Well, anyways, you have to hit the bell that's next to the subscribe button to get updates. By the way, if you get a chance, pop over to my website as well. Check out my books over there. I got a lot of published books. My link to my website will be below. And to remind you guys, be here next Tuesday, on Tuesday, September the 11th. We are going to do a video to celebrate my new telephone number. My new telephone number, for those of you who haven't gotten that, this is my new office number. And again, you got to see yesterday's video to get up on all the details. 703-825-3929. If you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, that is the new number. My office number is being shut down. It may be shut down already, but by next week it'll definitely be shut down. So start calling this number, 703-825-3929. That is my new work number for scheduling private readings, and I'd love the chance to sit down and read for you. We're getting quite a number of calls, and so I'm glad you guys are learning the number. But to give you an update, if you can't afford a private reading with Psychic Bob, but you still want some psychic help, next Tuesday on September the 11th, from 10 a.m. Eastern U.S. time to 12 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, you can call my number, 703-825-3929, and I'm going to do free readings for 2 hours. Now, the readings are only going to be 5-minute readings, and I'm only going to be able to answer one question. I'm expecting a lot of calls, so, as I said, don't call me with a list of 20 questions. This is not that. If you want that, you need to buy a private reading. But this is a free reading. One question, and you get 5 minutes of Psychic Bob's time. And you get to talk to me live, one-on-one on the phone. So do call. Now, I am going to be recording the phone calls, so we're going to use that in the video. So, if you're calling, you have to be open to being recorded and being in the video. So that's how we're going to do it. But I would love for you guys to be here and be part of that. So Tuesday, Messages from the Spirit World, you can call Psychic Bob live on his phone number, 703-825-3929. I look forward to it. You guys are rocking. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Don't forget, give me thumbs up, like this, favorite it, share it with your friends, post it on your Facebook. And tell me in the box below, have you experimented with electronic voice phenomena, EVP? Have you ever done it? Have you ever got a voice on tape? I'd love to hear about it. Share it with me in the box below. We'll see you back here tomorrow for our spiritualist class and seance. And until then, may you always blessed be.